Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about poverty mindset versus abundance mindset. But first, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Tor and I'm here to help better your business, better your career and better your life. Today's topic is going to be based on the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I've left a link to that book in the description. And the reason why I've chosen to talk about this topic is because people often desire to have lots of riches, lots of abundance, health, wealth, family, friendships, relationships, success, all of these abundant type things. But they don't realize that they are sometimes sabotaging themselves by instilling a poverty mindset and a poverty approach towards life in their own mind. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill says, no more effort is required to aim high in life, to demand abundance and prosperity than is required to accept misery and poverty. No more effort is required to aim high in life than is required to accept misery and poverty. The challenge here for most people is they think that poverty is the standard way to be. Mediocrity, struggle, stress, these things are the standard way to be in life. What they don't realize is that is just a mindset that they've allowed themselves to fall back into. And most of the time it's because of the environment they're in, the people that they're around, the people that have similar beliefs to that belief. They get drawn into a pendulum where they start to accept other people's beliefs as being the way forward. However, if they were always around people who have abundance in their lives and success and happiness, things would change. Hill also says that no one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. The state of mind must be a belief, not mere hope or wish. Now, this is why so many people end up falling back into the poverty mindset, because even though it is as easy to accept and aim high in life as it is to fall into poverty and misery, because so many people are around people in a poverty mindset, they start to believe and accept that that is the way things are. That's just how it is. But as Napoleon's saying here, nobody really is ready for something until they truly believe it. So until you believe that abundance is a way that you can be, being rich is a way you can be, you never will be able to achieve those things. And that's just a matter of fact. Now I'm going to use the example of when I got my first job out of university at Google, because I recall at that time, Google was probably the most competitive company for anyone to get into. And in that particular situation, I believed that I was the best candidate that was applying for the role. I believed that I was the best candidate in the world for the role. And as such, I started taking the actions that the best of the best candidates would take. Speaking to people who work there, researching on Glassdoor questions, understanding the type of questions, learning about the interviewers, doing all the background prep that the best of the best person would do. I already believed that I was ready to get that job long before I got it. And therefore, I ended up getting it. Having that belief in my mind in advance made things way easier for me. If I had thought in terms of failure, what could go wrong as opposed to what could go right, I would have struggled. As Elle Nightingale always says, we become what we think about. That is the key message behind a lot of self-help books. Whatever you think about is what's going to end up manifesting itself in your life. So you need to focus more on being the best than being the worst. Abundance over poverty, success over failure. That's how you will get there. Only those who become money conscious ever accumulate great riches. Money consciousness means that the mind has become so thoroughly saturated with the desire for money that one can see oneself already in possession of it. This comes down again to becoming what you think about. If you saturate your mind so much with the idea of abundance, you will stop being able to recognize poverty. For me, as someone who grew up from a poor income background and was able to elevate myself to a high income background through the jobs that I've had, the business I've started and so on, I've seen how a transition in what you think about can transition the way you approach money, the way that you desire money, the way that you treat money. You treat that entirely different when you come from a place of abundance as opposed to a place of poverty. And as such, what happens is you start to experience more and more abundance in your life in other areas as well, not just money related, because you start to understand how all this works and how all of it is down to your mind and perception, and how you can take control of that and form a money consciousness and a success consciousness, and put yourself in positions where you can manifest successful and financially helpful habits that are going to take you further in life. In order to build a money consciousness, I would recommend that you either speak to people, read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts, anything about people who have developed riches in their life. This is going to make your mental diet a lot better, because you have to remember, if you are constantly around people who have a poverty mindset, that mindset is subconsciously programming you to make you believe that poverty is the right way to be. However, if you start to understand more stories about the other side of things, the abundant side of things, then that will start to program you towards riches and thinking about that instead. You can then use these stories to develop your own imagination and start to learn more about riches and develop the belief that you can attain riches as well. On the back of this, share your favorite rags to riches success stories so that others can check them out in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, your comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more on how to better your business, better your career, and better your life. I'll catch you on the next video.